Hello. Okay, so I'm just gonna hop into it today to actually start doing stuff because, okay, now this wasn't my fault. Well, actually, yeah, it was. I was ready. I feel like I say this every single time, but I was ready to like log in, log on, whatever, start streaming at 12 today. Well, around 12:30. After I did my stretches and slight light exercise. And then I went onto YouTube, to log on. And so many of the YouTube creators that I listen to release stuff today. So I had 4 hours worth of content to consume of people who I actually like, and that's very rare. And I told myself, okay, don't binge watch everything because then you're not gonna have anything for like a whole week and be starving, okay? But I couldn't because then I needed to quickly create the thumbnail for today for because I change them every day. Today's the 27th. I should know it. I just worked on it. And so I said, okay, I'll allow myself for first couple of minutes of one of the new releases to make the thumbnail, and then I ended up, like, obviously getting consumed in it, and I ended up watching the whole hour worth of it. I was watching what is it called? I'm so bad with, like, names and titles. So True with Caleb Heron and Nick Smith. I I watch them. I watched Nick Smith and Mateo Lane for a while before, but then Caleb Heron started getting recommended to me by YouTube, so I started watching him, and I like all of his interviews or guests, but I do intend to only watch him if I know the guest because I'm just that kind of picky, and I don't know if I'm gonna like the other people he interviews. I'm sure if I gave them a chance, I probably would because I mean, Caleb just, he's a comedian. He makes like any kind of conversation funny or comfortable or good, nice to watch. However, like I said, since I already know Nick Smith, who I consider a comedian as well, even though I don't think that's his full profession yet. I believe he'll get there if that's what he wants, whatever. I have like a what is it called? A parasocial relationship with these people. And I like to listen to them, their podcasts or shows and whatever, and just have like one-sided conversations with them or just like be like, ha ha ha, that was a good one. Like I'm in the room with them, but not really. And I don't think actually would ever want to meet them. I mean, I wouldn't like fight it. I wouldn't be against it if it happened, but I don't think I would like what's like the saying, like never meet your heroes. I'm sure like if I actually met them in person, I probably wouldn't get along with them or they wouldn't get along with me. And this is not what I wanted to get into talking right now. I really wanted to start painting because like I was saying in the beginning, I'm really set on finishing this. Okay, I got a good start on let me switch cameras. Okay, forgot to clean this again. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I got pretty good progress, I think, on this one. If I haven't finished the hair, but I got the first layer. I think I have like the first layer of paint everywhere basically now. Now I need to go back in and, do a second layer, add touch-ups and details and whatever. But because it does look I got to like a point where like I'm like, oh, okay, it doesn't look unfinished. Well, I mean, it does to me, but for the most part, especially like on camera, I think it looks a lot better than in person. In person, you can definitely see all those details I did not fill in and didn't blend things out. She doesn't have any highlights, basically, or shadows. And then I got smudge paint. It's not finished. I know that. But then like the same thing happened to this one. I pulled this one out from like I was like hiding over there with the other one unfinished piece. I pulled this one out so that I can see it better. I've had a really didn't have like another area to put it though, so like that's why it's there right now. However, I also want to finish out this month, so I want to make that a priority as well. Basically, it's the same uh process as this one, like the same, yeah. I have to just like add details. Well, actually, this one I think there is still more of the underline with the blue underline I did. But anyways, they're basically like gotten them to a point where I'm happy and like I can see like, like the reference and what I was trying to do. However, yeah, I do need to finish it. So let me, what am I doing? I'm trying to move my tripod there and hoping this doesn't fall. Okay. I'm shooting with my phone. I prefer to do it on my computer camera, my desktop, just because I can like see myself. But I've been watching back my live streams, and yeah, the desktop camera is not good quality. I think it's basically also because I'm streaming in real time, so that does um congest compress the quality. Okay. Anyways, maybe I should move a couple of these plants so they're not in the way. Speaking of which, I gotta show you my poor succulent. Oh, I don't know if you can see. Poor succulent. Oops. I have never been able to keep a succulent, and it depresses me to no other because they're supposed to be the easiest plants to keep, to grow. And I've been doing all kinds of things. Like first I'm like, okay, I'm not giving it enough water. So then I give her more water and then I think, well, it's a succulent, they don't need that much water. So I give her less water. Like I go back and forth because I don't know what it needs. It doesn't tell me, obviously. And but where's this one at? I'm hoping that it's growing. See, I'm scared to take it out. I don't really see any growth, so that worries me. But she's still pretty green. We'll see for how long. I believe in you, okay? Okay. Um, yeah, let me stop. I get distracted. Okay. Move this somewhere else. So this is the other piece I want to finish this month. Obvious. So I got a lots of work to do, and I finally feel like I'm getting my energy back. I'm not gonna move that one anywhere else because I really don't have anywhere else to put it. It's really heavy. Let's put it on the ground. And knowing me, I'm gonna like want to like drag it. I feel like something in my face. I put so much product in my hair this morning, like 2 or 3 different types of product to try and get it to style it, define the curls. And got to the point where it just wasn't working and I didn't want to continue putting more product in. So I just left it. And it's when I'm thinking, did I do that before or after I watched, was it yesterday's live stream where I was complaining that I don't do anything with my hair because it takes too much maintenance? Okay, so I'm gonna use the red. Weird texture on here. Kind of scared, but I'm trying not to think about it. I because I don't know what this is gonna look like if I just send it, basically. How much water is too much water, too little water? Like, I feel like I should know this by now because I've done this already. Where should I start? I just want to start on the chest. I feel like that's way too much. Mm, maybe I should have started on her first. Last time I did this, I thought the best way to do this if I did it when the whole surface was wet. So I basically used a sponge and worked really fast so that I wouldn't drip, or like if I was dripping to be like fast to like catch it so that I wasn't showing drips later. Like that's a lot of water. So I'm gonna have to try and catch it when it starts dripping. Because basically I thought, which I still think, I'm not too sure, I guess I'll find out now. If I do this, and because the acrylic dries really fast, if I don't do this while it's wet, it's gonna show those marks like watercolor. You know, some parts will be darker than others, which is why I went in with the dark outline first. And now I'm thinking, I remembered telling myself that when I started going back in with this, the inside, I was gonna put this on the floor so that it wouldn't drip, it wouldn't have this problem that I'm scared of. Thanks. I'm gonna do that before I continue. I just want to make sure that this is kind of done because it's gonna dry before I get a chance to, put it on the floor and start again. And now I'll have to also change the camera position, most likely. Okay, so let me think that's good for now. None. Okay. I didn't clean my floor. It doesn't look that dirty, so okay, I'm scared because I don't know how these secure these are together. Mm. Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 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 Okay. 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 Everybody calm down. Calm down. Okay. We're all good. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Don't break. Please. We're good. We're good. Okay. Everybody's good. Okay. I'm just gonna let me get around you actually. Because I'm also gonna want to put another layer of black paint. Oh right, I gotta change you. Okay. Don't know what the best position is for you. Let's finesse. Finnick. I think. Give me a sec. I think I can figure this out. Just give me give me a sec. I think I can make this higher so that. Okay, I'm just scared that my phone's gonna fall at some point because it's on the magnetic stand. If I move it too fast or jiggle it too hard. Okay. Actually no, you're gonna have to come off now. I'm seeing because I have to extend these legs. So we're gonna go back. My water alarm is going off. Give me a sec. Check the audio on. Okay. So I'm trying to get this aerial. Is this the one? No. Bird's eye view. But I gotta get these legs higher. Come on. Come on. Okay, ready, ready, tidy. Oh, she's heavy. Oh, forgot. So how we're all doing today? What is this? Why are you not? Okay, whatever. I got the wrong, wait, it's the same one I was just working on. I don't know where my head's at. So I'm gonna lay this down, and then I just felt my eye twitch. I've been having issues, not with my eyes. Well, that was my eye. I feel like my eyelid is twitching. Happens every now and then. I don't know if that's something I should concern myself with. However, my eyelash, I have one tiny little stubby eyelash. I don't know if it's growing or why it looks like it's been cut, honestly. And it's been, it's like underneath the other eyelashes. And I think that's what's been bothering my eyes because literally that's why I brush them out every day because I sleep on my face and then they'll be like bent all kinds of ways and I don't want them to bend in the direction of my eyes because then they poke my eyes. And even if they don't, like the slightest, like I don't know, like if they're close enough, like the one I'm talking about here, like you can't see, like I have to get really up into it. My hair's awful. Let's please ignore it. And I'm switching cameras again. Hopefully. I got it looks the same. No. Wait. Something's happening with OBS. Should I flip it? No. Okay. I think I need to move the tripod this way. It's gonna be like upside down. Okay. Um, hold on. I can figure this out. I need to go down, but then this goes up. Okay. Are we getting there? I think that's as close as I'm gonna get it because I don't know how to do the wider view for it for some reason. Whoa. Whoa. Hopefully she doesn't fall. No. Okay. My God. Uh, it's harder than I thought it was gonna be. Why don't you zoom out? Oh, shit, don't fall on it. Okay. Let's get you back. And like that. I thought maybe it was my watch that was controlling the zoom, but it's not connected to but last time it happened, I thought maybe it accidentally did it because that's happened before if I open the camera. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. 'Cause I don't want to spend more time on it. I want to spend more time on this. Oh my God, I didn't realize how hard this is gonna be. This- And actually, I need to move this back because I feel like I don't have any room back here. but then you can't see it in the frame. Ugh, just won't have much room. Okay, that's fine. Almost, I said my floor was clean, but obviously it was not. I have no napkin over here, so I better be very careful. You see, so this is all dry already. Well, it did take a long time to figure out the tripod situation, so can't fault it on that. Let's water this down a bit more now that we're down here and we don't have to worry about drips. That's too much though, okay. Let's not get crazy either. I'm really hoping this works. Because not that I haven't loved every step and the whole process of making this, okay? I mean, I haven't. Not every process. Some of it was okay. But I just really just want to have completed something because I feel like I really don't have. I know this is something I'm working on to learn to appreciate the process more than the results, but this is going to be the end of the second month in unemployment, and I still don't have anything to show for it. At least that's how I feel. I could be being hard on myself and expecting more than is possible for me at this stage in my life. But what's so wrong with that? To expect a lot of myself. And you would think it's because that's how I was raised and my parents expected a lot of me, but that's not true at all. Expected very little of me, actually. You bare minimum was fine with them. And so well, I mean, I coasted for a lot. I feel like I am still sometimes coasting. But I wanna what was I wanna can't think of the word bring up. Mention. I wanna or okay, whatever. I wanna mention there's this thick thing of paint. Not that. That's not what I want to mention. I just hold on. Ugh. Well, even though I really wanted to get the whole shot of this so you can see what I'm doing, I'm thinking it might also be a cool idea to get different angles, even if it's not overhead. But then I have to go take the whole process of bringing that down. Oh, wait, no, I don't. I have the other tripod I can use for lower shots if I wanted to. The only problem with that is that I can't get as many interesting angles with the other tripod. Um, That's not okay. I got way distracted. What I wanted to say, I wanted to bring up to myself was that I went out of my way. Well, not really out of my way, but I saw a post on Instagram of an artist going to have like some um forgot what like some kind of like a meetup. I wouldn't say it's an exhibition. Well, I mean his art's gonna be exhibit, but it's not, I think, the focal point. Anyways, it's going to be like a meet and greet. I think, well, that's what he made it sound like. He said free entry, food and drinks included. So I'm like, okay, I'm listening. And I did want to go see his art while he's here because he's from out of town or out of country, whatever. But then I kind of totally forgot. And then he came up on my feed. And then I thought, oh, I was thinking of going by myself, but then I'm like, those situations are kind of scary for me, not knowing anybody, and like if it's gonna be like an event, then I'm assuming other people are gonna show up. Okay, uh, you know, obviously, and it's really hard for me to like get start talking to people, so I always end up just like standing by a wall and not interacting with anyone, and I don't want to do that. And the complete opposite could have happened too if I'm in the mood to be social. However, I'm not socially inept, or maybe it's the opposite of inept. Forget. I'm awkward. Okay, even if I do want to talk to somebody, I'll do it, and then it's not a bother because if it's something I really want to do, and it doesn't really like freak me out, because like I said, like I have a higher in a higher motive than my resistance to be um awkwardly perceived. However, like I'm saying, I don't come off as cute or charming or interesting, intelligent, or even quirky. I'm weird, like awkward silence, kind of weird, even as much as I try not to. But at the same time, I don't, I've gotten better at it if I want to. Like, if I want to, like, make a conversation flow, I can do that. But it's always felt so fake to me because like that is not me. I'm masking very heavily and like I said, trying to be like this person that the whoever I'm talking to is going to enjoy. And even though it's worked out for me in the past to get to know people and network, it I can't keep that facade up forever. And I'm gonna get tired and I never enjoy doing it. It stresses me out and it tires me out even more, even if I don't keep up, you know, the masking for the remainder of the time that we know each other, even if it's just for like first impressions. I don't like doing it. It's been learning that more recently. And that's why I kind of been avoiding going out to parties because it's hard for me to not step into that character that I believe it's the one society prefers. It's because it is, even though it's tiring, it's easy to fall back into if it's getting too hard, just standing in a corner, just listening. But I've been growing to also just enjoy my own silence. And like I said, with like watching YouTubers and like podcasters that I like, and having like a parasocial relationship as like, I consider them as friends in my head, but I'll never contact them. I'll never talk to them in person realistically, and I prefer that way. Like I don't really want to be in the conversation most of the times. I prefer to be quiet, honestly. If in those social interactions, I prefer to listen. Basically, I want to be the fly on the wall. Of course, like changes with my mood. Sometimes I do want to be heard and funny and outgoing and liked and um entertain. I mean, yeah, that's more accurate. I want to entertain you all. I want you all to laugh and have fun and like me. But then I want to go home. And I'm okay if you like never think about me again. Prefer it that way. Because like I said, if I think you're ever thinking about me, it's most likely going to be negative. Even though, like I said, it could not be. In my head, everybody still hates me. And forget how did a while ago I heard something say I heard someone say somewhere in the ether some time ago how like you shouldn't talk bad about yourself or think badly of yourself, especially making other people think badly of you in your head. And I'm trying to think exactly how they said it is like it's kind of insulting to me that you think I think so badly of you. Like okay, so if I put myself in their shoes, so it's like talking to a friend and I'm okay, let me try and put this into something situation I can understand better. So I have to put it into like my own life experience, which would be I had this friend. I say had because she no longer lives here. We're still friends. It's just we don't really talk as much. And I consider friends, I mean, because I have like this very heavy warped idea of what friends are. It's like people you do talk to on a regular basis or have a stronger relationship with, and maybe you would rely on them. I don't like if you need like a ride to the airport, like those are people I consider friends. Other people like I meet on the street or in the club or like passing by, we're friendly, but I wouldn't consider a friend. Like a friend is like a very like high honor label to me. Best friends are like non-existent in my life. So anyway, so what was I saying? Okay, so I have this friend, okay, because I already explained my definition of a friend, and I always wondered why she wanted to hang out with me. Because after every time we'd be together, like we would have fun and it'd be a great time. Everything was normal. But then I go lay in bed and think, oh, I did this wrong and I did this wrong. And I think maybe she was insulted during this time. Like this was kind of felt like an awkward silence here in the convo. Man, like I just got way into my head, and every time I would think she's never gonna call me back. She hates hanging out with me, and then she always did, or as much as I wanted to go out, which she would. No, I feel like we were kind of the same in this aspect, but I don't know for sure because I don't know anything for sure. Is that I, even though I loved hanging out with her and we had fun together, I only want to do it once a month, two, three tops a month at most. And I mean, yeah, I was working my 9 to 5 at the time, so I didn't have as much time and I was tired more than I am now socially, even though I still feel that way in regards to social interactions and which is why like I said, I still only go out very sparingly. What was I trying to say with this? I don't ever do long story short, I do the opposites. Uh short story long. I could have said this much shorter efficiently, but I already forgot what I was even trying to get at. What was the initial? Because I have to go to explain one thing, I have to explain 10 other things for you to understand my way of thinking. And let me step back actually now that I'm thinking so I can see what this looks like farther away because I haven't done that. I could be just painting away without thinking. I mean, I have been. And then I think I could also switch the camera angle. And I need to drink some water too. Okay, give me a minute. I want to see. Not sure. Well, let's keep painting, but let me get the other tripod to move you. And check if this is still on. I don't need that long. Okay. Maybe, oh, my leg feels weird. Okay, maybe if I put this over here and look towards the mirror, it'll give a little bit mm, more angle, more viewage. I don't know. What is, because if I do that, you can see that, but if I do it here, I don't know. Okay, maybe cut the difference and then push this over there. See more. Now give me more space to move around to. Okay. Mm, I don't I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. So what was I talking about? Because I really do want to get the thought across, but don't know exactly what I was trying to say. Okay, so this friend obviously, well, for one, I can't read minds, so I can't say that, she hated hanging out with me, especially when the results were that she kept inviting me out to things. So she hated me, she wouldn't keep inviting me out to things. But then I get so in my head about it that it's like, okay, well then instead of finding just leaving it at that, like, oh no, she likes hanging out with you too. And because that's the most rational way of thinking. Instead, I started thinking, oh, it's because she feels bad for you. Okay, maybe she doesn't, hate you, but she feels bad for you. She knows that you don't have any other friends, which is true. If my definition of friends, I know people around, but I don't like hang out with them like I was hanging out with her. So, I got hair on this. Let's see. Is this my hair? Or is this brush hair? Oh, that's my hair. That's curly. Oh, I should have checked it. Am I in frame? Yeah, but my big old tripod's in the way. My computer, so now I can't really see. So now I still kind of think that I'm like, maybe she did just feel bad for me. So I was just like, what community service, volunteer work, which I don't hold that against her if it is. Like that doesn't make me angry, it just makes me sad. It also still reassures, not reassure, but mm, well, okay. I can only think of reassure, but reassures the way I was thinking that, yeah, nobody likes hanging out with me. They're either doing it for some ulterior motive, and the only ulterior motive, because I don't have any influence, money, connections. I mean, what other reason? Unless I'm interesting and fun to be around, but I'm not. Not, I mean, unless I'm entertaining, like actively being entertaining and trying to make the other person laugh or have fun. So, not really. I was like, okay, so again, I could be very irrational in this way of thinking. I could, or maybe I just sound very um uh self-deprecating myself. Maybe I am really fun to be around. Maybe at least to some people. And I'm just being hypercritical and like being mean to myself for some reason. I just, however, like I just think the the stats, the results, the receipts, they're in. And if I look back on my life and have no friendships from, school or my life from the past, I seems like, the reoccurring problem or the recurring equation, the recurring factor in is that, well, it's me. I'm the problem. So that's why I still continue to be like, no, yeah, you're right. This isn't delusion. This is, it's you. You're the problem. However, the only way I see to fix this problem is, like, as I said, if I pretend to be a different person. And though I am not a great person in general, I don't think I'm that awful either. I'm just don't wish to cater to other people 'cause I am very selfish. And I'm trying to be more selfish as well because that's where I find my happiness is putting myself first in my life in general instead of others. And I mean, if others, like I said, enjoy whatever it is that I am, awesome. But it's, if, like I said, if I look back on my life, it doesn't seem to be the case unless I pretending to be a different person. And I just, I'm going around in circles, sounding like a broken record. I'm not, I guess if I really wanted whatever life that other person that I pretend to be is going to give me, if I do that, I guess I should just give in and do that. And I sound like I'm not, like I sound like I'm a shitty person overall, but I mean I might be. Who knows? I sure as hell don't apparently. But I don't think I'm an evil person or a mean person or a rude person in general. Also because like how can I be? I keep to myself most of the time because I think other people are mean and rude and they stress me out. And if I think I'm in a mood, because I mean, I definitely can be mean and rude if I'm in the mood. Like I'm just like, overstimulated, stressed, and I just can't be patient with anybody. I don't subject anybody to the torture that I can be. So it's another reason I stay home most of the time. I mean, that's a if there was a percentage, that's like maybe 5 or 2% of the reasons that I stay home. I definitely stay home more because I want to. Trust. Okay, I know that really does not sound reassuring, but no. No, it sounds like I'm just trying to convince myself that's why. It's not because everybody hates you and there is nothing for you outside, and that you, because you are the consistent uh factor in everything, at least you need to love yourself if no one else is gonna love you. I mean, it is true, but it seems like I've also just basically just given up on ever finding my people or my community. Cause like feels like whenever I try, I just keep getting let down. And I know like that's part of like life. Oh yeah, my other hair is coming off. Is and I'm talking like in general, like platonic relationships with friends and family, because I've never really sought after romantic. And that's kind of what makes me sadder that it's just like it everybody understands like finding romantic love or romantic relationship is hard, but it's like the platonic ones, like being having friends and family is much easier, and it's like the common, like it's easy in general. Like it shouldn't be hard for anybody, or it isn't hard for anybody. At least that's how I feel like, except me. I know I'm the problem. It's like I said, any anything that comes up that I feel is going to be a deal breaker in any relationship, like I said, I let's just stick to platonic because that's really what should be easy and what should not be a problem for me to have, for anyone to have, I guess. I struggle with it with my family in general. So like how am I going to be able to keep a friendship if I can't even, you know, have a strong, healthy, communicative relationship with my family? And at least with my family, like we're all kind of forced to, stay together and, our, because like you do need your tribe or whatever, right? As some kind of support system because life is hard and you don't have like not even a single person, it's going to be much harder for you. And I'm not saying like if you are like in a really like, like your family is very toxic or abusive, then no, you definitely shouldn't stay with them. Luckily, my family isn't for the most part. Most of my family isn't for the most part, or they're at least open to learning, but you can't ask that same work from platonic friendships. Car honking outside. Unless like they want, because it's like all relationships, platonic or romantic or any other kind of relationship, like work, any kind of relationship requires work and wanting to adjust and learn if you want to keep that relationship going. Now, because I believe strongly that no one should be forced to do anything they don't want to do, no matter the context. I don't want to force anybody to basically put up with me unless like they want to, but I won't ever ask that of anyone because I want them to. No, it has to be because you want to do it and because I want to put in the work. And normally I don't want to put in the work, and I am the one to cut ties first. If there is some kind of deal breaker, if like we don't like the same things, we have different political views, like I'm just not seeing any kind of, relationship here. Like it's not going to be healthy for me to force this if I'm not going to be happy in it whatsoever. So that's why I don't think relationships should require a lot of work, because if it does, then it's like, well, then it becomes, I think, toxic. Like I, it could be, like I said, just a personal belief, but I think most relationships should come easy, at least if you want to be happy. If you're forcing something to fit, then it's like it's only gonna hurt you or the other person or both. I don't know what I'm doing here in this painting, this area. I'm kind of struggling because I'm trying to blend it in, but I don't know what right brush strokes. I think I need a bigger brush is what the problem is. And I got water on here. So let me get the bigger brush first before this dries. Okay, come on. It's a lot of time here. Okay. I have these ones, but I don't really use these for painting art for stuff. Mm, okay. Yep. I'm gonna have to get up too after this and see what I've been doing because I've not been really paying attention. Been too distracted with my egocentrical life, black hole, egocentric universe, philosophical questions, and other crises. I don't know what I'm saying, just gibberish. Okay, I think that's somewhat better for now, just for the brush strokes before it dries. I'm gonna have to reestablish what it is I'm doing exactly. So this feels like it's sinking. Okay, so give me a minute, and then I just want to drink some water. My throat is dry. Well, my tongue is dry. Oh, and look, I actually just beat the water alarm. and some of my juice. Let me switch cameras. I think I need to add more juice into my juice because I've been continuously adding ice to it, so it feels very watered down. I need more sugar because I'm an addict. Okay, it has been 55 minutes. I think I'm going to cut it because I really haven't been paying that much attention to what I'm doing, and I kind of need to. If I'm not, I don't want to have to redo this because I hate it after today or whatever. I don't think I messed up on it too much. Like nothing's like unrepairable or having to redo it. I think I just have to such a because I've been such a light layer of red. I really wanted to go light light layers and go at it slowly until I can get exactly what it is that I want. And I'm not gonna know what I want until I see it. So that's why I have to go little by little. And so I'm kind of hungry. It's kind of weird because I don't know if I'm hungry because like I have this oatmeal from like 3 days ago. I keep trying to eat, keep reheating, and I only take a couple of bites just to get to my fiber in. I don't want this. I'm gonna throw this out today because it's the third day. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be good anymore after today, after the second day probably. But okay, so I want to go see what I'm gonna eat. I still have the salmon I haven't cooked. I don't know if it's gonna be good because I checked the expiration date on it yesterday, and it says like I was supposed to cook it like the same day I bought it. It doesn't smell bad, so I'm gonna try the same with the ground beef I bought to make like taco meat. I said I should have ate it like 2 days after I bought it, and it was like 5 days after now after I bought it, so it is kind of late, and I kind of it didn't smell bad, but it didn't smell good either. But then again, it's raw meat, so I don't really know what raw meat is supposed to smell like. And after I added seasoning, it smelled fine. It kind of smelled more meaty than usual, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid. I ate it yesterday and I'm fine today, so I ate it this morning too, so I'm fine, hopefully. Um, I'm actually kind of constipated today, so diary would be welcomed at this point. Well, not yet. I mean, it's only been a day. Okay, just give it a minute. Oh, but I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday. I think I probably wrote it on my journal or something. I found out that if I'm getting my days in my cycle correct, I'm in the luteal phase, which is like the days before my period's gonna start. I still have like 2 weeks though before my period. But anyways, this phase is like I need to eat more magnesium, I think. Magnesium, which I take magnesium pills because I find it hard to eat the food that it comes in or whatever, I don't know. And I've been taking magnesium every day before I go to sleep for over a year now. Pretty sure over a year now, well, since I started seeing my latest gynecologist. And I got distracted again. But anyways, also I ate like almost an entire chocolate bar, like this size of what's it called? Good Diver? No. Ferrer. I think it's for Ferrer chocolate bars. Because I found out when I found out they make chocolate bars, I got obsessed with them during Christmas time. I found out they make those. I thought they only made the little truffles, and I love those truffles, but like also I don't because I feel like it's never enough, and I get dirty. And so I got obsessed with the chocolate bars and I've been buying those and I ate almost an entire box, an entire bar of chocolate yesterday because I just couldn't stop. I was so like addicted to it, like the sugar. And I stopped taking I take like two pills of magnesium of 250 milligrams because I used to take one pill of magnesium for 500 milligrams, but then I couldn't find that. And so I bought a new bottle and it's like a huge bottle, but it's 250 anyway. So I've been taking like two at night, but then I thought for some reason I'm like, maybe I'm taking too much. So I went back down to one for the past 2 days, 2 or 3 days. And then I find out that I'm like, oh no, you need more magnesium right now. And that might be the cause of why you're like extra tired because you're going to be extra tired already in this phase in your cycle. And then if you're not getting the vitamins that you need, I'm not eating as healthy as I should be to begin with. So if I also, on top of that, don't take whatever vitamins that I need, it's, oh my God, so much hair came off. It was like 2 strands, but it looks like a lot. It's gonna go in my box. Okay, I think that's where I'm gonna cut it for now. It's been an hour and a minute, and that's enough weirdness for one day. I want to get back to my painting. And like I said, I have at least 3 hours worth of podcasts that I'm gonna watch. So that's gonna entertain me for the next 3 hours, basically. And hopefully also means that I finish this. And yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Love you. Bye.